Hello, Vickie Crystalline here. I know you guys feeling the full moon. This can be a powerful full moon. It's already tapping in, turning on, and it's like a ass kicker. And I don't mean in a bad way, but it's like moving us like this, moving us into a out of our way. That's a good way of saying it. It's like moving us out of our way. And it's helping us to shed off all this, and everything is like surfacing. It's like everything is like so heightened. Well, the message that I want to bring forward today, because very, very much in my awareness for the last couple of weeks since the new moon, and it's like these moons, the cycles we're integrating into the connective of the cycles of the planetarium. At least I am. And it's like they're moving me. It's like, yeah, it's like September, kicked my ass. It really did, but in a good way, because it took me to a new strength that I did not realize that I had. And each time that we go through these like roller coaster rides of our life, these chaos is bringing you into a new balance of yourself. Perfect words to use. So in that new balance of yourself, you are bringing forth newness. So like what hit me was strength and compassion and love for myself. So as you're going through these experiences, as you're going through the roller coaster of life, it is it's moving you into a new position. And it's so funny because I keep saying, I want to be done with this. I want to be done with this. And then it takes me deeper. And, but we have to dismantle everything we are. We have to dismantle all that we've ever been. In the dismantling, it's going to show up differently for everyone. Like all of September, my body has completely been dismantling. I've had so much pain, inflammation, just a lot going on in this body. And it's really taken me to, okay, I got to lay on the guy. I got to be in nature. It's really taken to me to my tools. Okay, I know what to do to help with this pain. I know what to do to ease it, because our bodies are changing and shifting. So, and if one of your tools don't work, say you take an Epsom salt bath, but you're just feeling like there's still something that's just kind of there, then go out and put your feet on Gaia and just surrender it. Surrender it, surrender it, and trust that it's gone. And surrender it and surrender it and trust that it's gone. Now, the big message that they're bringing forward for me today, that I want to bring forward is, and I've been seeing this a lot in the attunements that I've been doing. As you have watched me before, I channel. Well, in a lot of the attunements I've been doing, it's like my channel is triggering that being before them. And the reason that they're triggering them is because a lot of people don't realize what it feels like to be in the box. So the channels come forward and they show you what it feels like to be in the box. Now, being in the box, that's really been coming to me for the last 6 weeks. And it's been really aware how I cut myself off and how this box, is created. And it's us just because the emotions and everything's so heightened, it's literally like we close ourselves into a box and I cut myself off. Not that I don't hear my guides. It's just that energetically I don't feel them. And that's free will. So in that, you can't know something if you're not aware of it. So as you're walking through your day, feel when you're feeling yourself walk into the box. And what I mean is how do you know when you're in the box? Because you just find yourself in this moment and you just feel really chaotic and you feel kind of doubtful and scared and you just feel confused. There's just a lot going on. You don't feel balanced in your body, just feel depleted. And it's like, wow, they're just like, it's like, they're, yeah, it's like my guides are moving something through my heart. Beautiful. I think. So allow whatever you're feeling right now. So as you are feeling this, this is showing you, okay, I'm feeling all this, so I'm in the box. Don't judging what that you're in the box. Don't judge that. Move past it. Oh yeah. Start surrendering. Just surrender. Things, ideas pop up into your mind. Surrender. Let it all go. Let it all go. Those boxes are triggers. That's what they showed me this morning, actually. A trigger is showing you where a box is. So if you're triggered by something, a box is immediately, if you let it start, the emotions start taking over your body. Because sometimes something will hit you and you have like a little spark of a trigger, but it hasn't manifested really big. But once you start paying your attention to it, then you start feeding that spot and it becomes bigger and bigger in your body. And then it's so funny, I hear squeaking around me. And yeah, it's beautiful. Wow. I feel like, yeah, it's beautiful. So anyway, as your, wow, it's so funny. I just feel like the squeaking. I can hear it. Beautiful. And, yeah, it just makes me feel, yeah, beautiful. So as you're in that and you're noticing that you're in the box, just breathe, breathe, breathe deep into your belly, bring conscious breath. And I surrender this box. And remember, triggers show you where your boxes are. So if you first notice that you have it, let it go, that little spot, let it go. Because a lot of times what happens is, oh, yeah, that dropped in and it just dropped somewhere in your body. And then you don't pay attention to it. Well, it starts festering and surfacing. So as you're learning about your own authentic self, um, these energies are dropping in because we're multidimensional. So all fragments of us are coming together. So as these things are dropping in and you're breaking apart to who you are, um, in these pain events in your body, it's showing you a new way to you. And the way I can describe it is like I was having hip pain in my left side, and I just woke up with it. It was severe pain, and then I noticed on Facebook a lot of people had hip pain that day, and that is changing of our rootage system. The energy that is coming through our roots is changing, and that is the feminine side on me. So as I was sending love to it, and I just allowed this energy to run through my hands, and I allowed. And I did. I called on the doctors of the universe to come over and just, do their magic. And I woke up the next morning and it was gone. And so we're learning how our systems are running. So if you're having a trigger and you instantly feel that box come around you, be aware of this. Pay attention to your boxes because they're cutting you off. And this is a great and amazing way to notice your own world. How are you closing your off to your own world? And a lot of people they want to put up boundaries, and that's putting yourself in the box because you're setting up boundaries. I don't want to feel it. I don't want to feel it. And I'm not taking on any of these people's energy. Well, we came here to feel this. We came here to be this. We came here to dismantle all this. So if you're putting up boundaries, you're not feeling your full experience. So those boundaries are heightening. So when they come back into you, when you realize, oh, I want to let down my boundaries, they're going to hit you like a brick wall. That's what's happening in my world. And so as you are learning to walk through your world, be very aware of your body. How does it feel? Does it feel balanced? This is the most highest potential thing you can do for your life right now, is to be aware of your body, not judge it. Oh, I feel pain. Oh, I got to tell everybody I feel painful. No, don't tell anybody you feel pain. I send love. I've got this. I've got this. The universe is working on me. I am becoming my newer self. And trust that. Trust that. Now, if it's so bad that you feel that because your body will tell you if you need to go to the hospital, then trust that also. And a lot of that is so much resistance. I could imagine how busy, my daughter's a nurse, so, and she's telling me that the hospitals are just filled with all these patients that are going through so much, not just the corona, but heart, stress, all this. And this is what's happening on the collective. We are dismantling everything. And so the dismantling is happening first within each and every one of us. So be very aware of your boxes that you cut off your own information, your own source. It's not to like, oh my God, I put myself in a box. I feel bad. I can't believe it. No, don't do that. Just go, oh, I caught myself here. So breathing through it, letting go in the box. These boxes will start crumbling when you start paying attention to them. Don't shove them away because the boxes become bigger, completely bigger. Let the boundaries go. Feel your world. You're meant to be the participant of your life. And what are you blocking? What do you got boundaries up to feel yourself? Because if you're meant to feel it, you're meant to feel it. So, and if you're not ready to feel the world, trust that also, because everybody has a right to be where they're at in their life. So I lived that portion of my life where I put boundaries everywhere. But you don't realize, I had to learn this, that when you're starting to put boundaries up just against the negative, it's also not letting the light in. Because the negative, it doesn't know negative from positive. When you're putting up boundaries, it's just blocking energy. So that is, be aware of that. So feel this life. Feel your life. We're moving into a more present state of our life. And these powerful moons that we're going to, like I feel October, there is going to be like, I can't even explain it. It makes me just feel all giddy. It just like, I could feel all these huge surprises coming to the collective for all of us. And it's going to be massive. I truly feel this through my core being. So as we are stepping up to our new plate, and these moons bring you into that, because if you're having triggers, where's that box? Just focus on that. What am I boxing myself into? Right? Laugh about it. Oh yeah, I'm in a box again. Okay, step out. You'll notice that you're doing it through your day. You'll notice that you're doing it through moments. You'll notice that, oh, I'm here. Yeah, and not just laugh about it. It's just funny. It's just showing you where you're holding your energy when you're connected to source, where you're holding your energy, where you're blocked in, and when you're connected to source and you completely feel balanced. So it's an ability that you're learning. You're learning not to push and pull. You're learning to be more stable in your own beingness. So these boxes, to me, I feel like some of them are like steel, like they've been there for ancient periods of time. So I'm asking right now my source, my beings, my multiverse, to clear any still boxes around me right now. So funny, I never even thought about this, but wow, it's like even cutting off my throat. So I'm asking my beloveds, my multiverse beings, and if you are feeling this in your body anywhere, to allow yourself to connect to this and allow this to run through you. Asoite in aito ikinne tutuine te en aite selenene o senene mo akaito te o selenene asoite ne te. Right now I see myself where like I was in a still cell where I had boxed myself in a lifetime, a fractal of me. So I released that. I could feel the walls crumbling for that lifetime. So trust this journey. Trust your boxes. Trust yourself. You're doing it. You're on the perfect path. If you're ready for an attunement, email me. We got this. Enjoy the full moon. It's going to be a very, very powerful, transforming full moon. So what my guides are telling me is pay attention to your boxes. Really pay attention. Triggers show you your boxes. Triggers. So if you get a spark, let it go. If you let that spark just build, you create this separation, breathe, let it go, go to nature, just let it go, surrender it. Don't try to figure it out. Don't be the middleman. We got to let that go. Yeah. I send love. May you all be blessed.